You know how most toddlers are busy learning how to tie their shoes. Anais Watterson is out here doing algebra, solving existential crises and cleaning up after disasters caused by her older brothers. Welcome to Elmore, where the smartest person in the room is still in preschool. In this video, we'll explore Anais's IQ from level 1 to god tier level. Level 1 may seem ordinary, but I'm telling you, brother, god tier level will definitely shock you. Level 1, The Responsible, Season 1, Episode 2. This is one of the earliest episodes that screams, hey, Anais is built different. Nicole and Richard leave for a PTA meeting, mistake number 1, and put Gumball and Darwin in charge of babysitting Anais, mistake number 2. From there, things go downhill faster than you can say electrical fire. The boys, convinced they need to protect Anais at all costs, make up absurd rules like no climbing stairs because 79% of stair accidents happen on stairs. Their logic, pure chaos. Their actions, worse. In their genius attempt to protect her, they smash the TV to avoid commercials, soak it in water to cool it down, and promptly start an actual fire. And while the boys are flipping out, slipping on water like it's Mario Kart, who stays calm? Anais. She literally warns them. And of course, they do exactly that. While the house turns into a flooded war zone, Anais floats by on a sofa cushion like it's a lazy river and calmly tells them how to fix their mess. She even ends up being the one who grabs the fire extinguisher, 4 years old. Saving the house, no big deal. This isn't flashy power, no giant robots, no martial arts, just pure, quiet intelligence. Anais is shown here as the voice of reason, even when surrounded by grown-ups acting like cartoons, literally. She's smarter than Gumball and Darwin combined, and she knows it, but she doesn't brag. She just solves problems like she's done this her whole life. Let's not forget, Anais is 4 years old and already placed in middle school level classes, casually roasting teachers with correct answers and managing household disasters like it's her day job. This episode establishes her not just as the smart one, but as the only adult in the room. If Anais is already outsmarting everyone at 4, imagine what happens when she starts using that intellect for more than just survival. Coming up next, Anais the Tactician, where intelligence meets strategy and chaos doesn't stand a chance. Level 20. Let's start with the remote. Season 2, Episode 1. Seems simple. The family wants to watch TV. Gumball wants explosions, Darwin wants inspiration, Richard wants his telenovelas, and Nicole's chasing sweepstakes prizes like it's life or death. But what starts as channel flipping turns into an all-out Watterson war. And who's suspiciously absent from the chaos? Anais. She's not caught in the food-flinging crossfire. Nope. She's upstairs, quiet, calculating, sewing Daisy's eyeball back on like some serene mastermind while everyone else loses their minds over the missing remote. Then she drops the bombshell. She had the remote the whole time, and just when everyone thinks they've won, boom, she smashes it. Why? Because if she can't have peace, no one gets control. Cold, ruthless, iconic. But that's not even the twist. She makes up a fake brand, sends Nicole off on a goose chase, then locks the rest of the family outside. This isn't just clever. This is straight up psychological warfare. No yelling, no chasing, just flawless execution. Gumball looks up, like he's realizing he's not the main character in this house. He's an NPC in Anais's campaign. And then there's the password. Season 3, Episode 18. Gumball and Darwin want to use the family computer, but surprise, it's password protected. The hint, favorite child. That's a slam dunk for Anais, and she knows it. But instead of bragging, she just sits back and lets her brothers humiliate themselves trying to prove they're more loved. It's not about being smarter. It's about knowing how people will react before they even move. She lets them squirm because she's already 5 steps ahead. This isn't a password, it's a test, and they failed before they even started. This is level 20 intelligence. Anais isn't solving problems anymore. she's controlling the game board. She knows what buttons to push, when to retreat, and when to nuke the whole situation just to prove a point. It's not even personal, it's strategy. She could run Elmore if she wanted to, but she's only 4, so instead, she lets the clowns dance while she holds the strings. Level 50. You know what's scarier than a genius toddler? A genius toddler who can manipulate everyone's emotions without breaking eye contact. At level 50, Anais isn't just outsmarting her brothers, she's puppeteering their panic like she's directing a Broadway meltdown. Let's talk about the plan. And no, not Gumball's plan. We're talking about Anais's emotional chess game. The Plan. Season 2, episode 38. The episode kicks off when the kids find a mysterious love letter in the trash. It's addressed to Nicole and signed Daniel Leonard. Naturally, Gumball and Darwin lose their minds. They think their mom's being stolen, and they decide to sabotage this homewrecker before it's too late. What's their solution? A ridiculous plan filled with forged emails, trench coats, and clown tier disguises. It's pure chaos. But while Gumball and Darwin go full sitcom mode, Anais, she sees through it all. This plan already reeks of failure. She says it early, and she means it. Anais isn't emotional, she's surgical. She calmly watches her brother spiral and corrects the course at every turn. Emails going to spam. She rewrites the strategy. Richard messing things up. She makes adjustments. Darwin getting distracted by perfume samples. Not her problem, but she's already 10 steps ahead. The difference is Gumball reacts to emotion. Anais uses it. By the end, all 3 kids end up stalking a man in the park, expecting Nicole to run off with him. And guess what? Daniel Leonard isn't a secret boyfriend. He's the founder of a cosmetics brand. The whole thing was a tragic misunderstanding. Anais, she's not even surprised. She predicted every beat of the breakdown. Not because she's psychic, because she understands her family too well. Level 70. When Anais Watterson stops being polite, she becomes a tactical genius who can outwit everyone in her family and most of Elmore. Level 70 isn't about basic IQ anymore. This is the Anais who turns mental manipulation into an art form. And in these next 2 episodes, we see her pull strings like a cartoon Machiavelli. The Detectives. Season 4, episode 36. Anais's world is shattered when Daisy, her beloved stuffed toy, mysteriously vanishes. Her room is wrecked. Any normal 4-year-old might cry. Anais, she activates detective mode. With Gumball and Darwin acting like caffeinated squirrels, Anais scans the room and spots sugar traces and spilled milk. She deduces a sugar rush. She identifies cereal residue. That, my friend, is the Anais Watterson crime board. She interrogates Richard with surgical precision. No emotion, just cold reasoning. She reconstructs the events. Gumball and Darwin got high on sugar, wrecked the room, and Daisy was collateral damage. The final confrontation happens in a backyard shed where Anais corners Darwin with a pseudo-legal warrant and a tone that would make a lawyer sweat. She doesn't need force. She uses logic. Darwin breaks down and admits it. Daisy was ripped during their serial rampage. This isn't just an episode about a lost toy. It's Anais proving she can outthink everyone around her, even in emotional chaos. She builds the case, pins the suspect, and gets the confession. It's Sherlock Holmes, but in diapers. The Nuisance. Season 5, episode 36. The Watterson living room is strewn with alarming letters, ranging from overdue bills and final notices to noise complaints, traffic violations, cease and desist orders, and even a restraining notice. As the family erupts in panic and speculation, 4-year-old Anais remains calm, seated on the couch with a collected air. She sorts through the stack methodically and reads aloud.
Bill overdue, final notice, noise complaint, traffic violation, cease and desist, restraining order. Dad, what are we supposed to do with all this?
In that moment, she isn't overwhelmed. She's assessing, while Richard launches into an infomercial-style meltdown and the rest of the family flails emotionally. Anais's quiet composure cuts through the chaos. She doesn't organize a public plan or propose a political campaign. She simply processes, cataloging threats, identifying what they imply, and hinting at what comes next, all in silence. Later, at the town hall meeting, the family discovers they're not being evicted. arrested. They're being banished from Elmore. Officials and citizens chant, "Go,
Watterson, go!"
I don't want to say it.
as the mayor reveals ulterior motives tied to gentrification. Though the family reacts with shock, only Anais notices the underlying logic. She has already recognized the crime map's data and knows the mayor's scheme is built on real estate greed. That subtle clarity defines Anais's quiet brilliance. While the world around her collapses into confusion, she remains the only mind working clearly, turning panic into puzzle pieces without uttering a rally cry. She doesn't deliver the solution. She embodies the clarity others desperately need. Anais's strategic strength. She may only be 4, but Anais's analytic composure becomes the anchor for an unraveling family. She translates emotional catastrophes into structured realities. Her strength isn't showy, it's the still point in a storm, the presence that exposes the foundation while everyone else screams. Level 100. Ever seen a baby rewrite the rules of the universe just by blinking? Anais is that kind of disturbance. She doesn't respond to chaos, she is the chaos and the master of it. So fasten your seatbelts, because what you are about to see in this part is another level of intelligence to the point that it will terrify you. The Rival, Season 6, Episode 1. Anais has just been born, or so the viewers think. It's a happy family moment, right in the back seat of a car speeding through hospital walls. Gumball and Darwin freak out, but baby Anais, she's already calculating. Within seconds, she pushes her brothers out of the car so they land in wet cement. No accident, no remorse. That's Anais's introduction to the world. She draws a picture of their parents and comically labels her brothers as skeletons buried beneath flowers. While Gumball protests all babies are innocent, a nature documentary narrator gives Anais the factual basis. Baby eagles push siblings out, and sharks eat theirs before birth.
We're born innocent. Check out these baby sharks eating each other before they're even born.
Instead of panicking, Anais sets a trap. She vandalizes her playpen back home with fake scribbles, "No one loves you, Gumball and Darwin," and spends days rehearsing her crying routine, preparing for the dramatic finale. When her brothers return, rubbing concrete from their heads, she stages her own breakdown, nearly convincing Nicole and Richard the boys are abusive. That's deception, plan, execution, reloaded. The war doesn't end there. Peekaboo becomes hide and trap. The boys nearly get pushed into a garbage compactor in a trash truck. Anais constructs peril after peril while maintaining infant cuteness. When Gumball and Darwin finally rescue the box they think she's in, she reveals herself behind them and attempts to push them into danger again.